It's May, everybody, so that means it's time for a little Saints delusional optimism, toxic positivity. Kevin, let's dream big Saints dreams. Thomas, hit that intro.
Welcome to the award-winning Saints Happy Hour podcast. Seriously, this podcast has won awards. American standards are dropping every day. The show features Ralph, the best host in the world, who can barely pronounce his own name, much less anyone else's.
Marcus Marquez Callaway.
Dave is that dude who loves taking bathroom breaks. He's mad about almost anything, so make sure to lower your volume when he speaks.
Put that freaking clown meme back up that I made. Jesus Christ.
Andrew has sources, watches tapes, and knows football. He rarely shows up on time and wants to commit crimes to help the Saints win.
Sean Payton would have done illegal things. Don't tell me I'm wrong, because you know it's true.
Oh, and there's also Kevin, who is great at doing mock drafts, but struggles to actually watch Saints games or have a functioning relationship.
Budrich wants to know how the doctor's doing.
That ended.
Anyway, grab a drink, sit back, and enjoy the insanity.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour podcast. I'm Ralph Marlborough. I'm joined by Dave, Kevin. Andrew's going to get here. He's getting a beer. He's off. Here he is. He said he went to go get a beer. I think he was actually going to the store to get a beer. Thanks to everybody watching on the live stream. I see your boy Alan. I see Budrich. I see Oppenheimer. I see San Antonio Saint. I think I saw Andrew's dad for a minute there. Thanks everybody for joining us. It's a light crowd. I guess maybe they're waiting for the schedule release tomorrow. But thanks for joining us, everybody. Tonight's show, we are going to review the hopes and dreams from Saints rookie minicamp. We're going to talk about what position do the Saints have that's actually has strength and depth. And we're going to unveil our Saints summer bracket. People have been waiting for that. Plus trivia and your questions. Before we start, remember to subscribe to Saints Happy Hour wherever you get your podcast. And I also have to mention about our MVP contest. If we reach $100 in donations tonight, the MVP will choose which minibar bottle from my gigantic minibar bottle booze collection I'm going to poison myself with. Consider donating via Stream Elements by typing in !donate in the chat and click the link that appears. Twitch takes about 50% cut when you donate using bits. So this way you spend less money. It's easy to get me drunk. It's a win-win. Tonight's bottles are Dr. McGillicuddy's Cherry. But Kevin, I got this special from Nikolai. Sour pickle flavored vodka. And Andrew, I know you always get on me. This is 50 proof. That's
so not as strong as some of your other choices, but probably more disgusting.
Yes, it's 100 out of 100 on the disgusting scale.
What's the alcohol proof on the other one? The what do you call it? Cherry Von Erich?
Yeah, Cherry Von Erich. It's 15%.
15.
Yeah, this is like medicine from the 1840s, Dr. McGillicuddy. You know. It's like
I caught you zooming in on me there, Thomas.
Yeah.
I was not in the bathroom. I was getting peanut butter filled pretzels and another beer.
So the next MVP,
so that you can go to the bathroom after.
It's our best prize. MVP winners from every week get entered into a drawing to go to a Saints home game with me. That's right, me, you, Section 641 watching DA and Derek Carr. Thomas, do we have MVP leader already?
With a fire DA t-shirt on.
I'm still not understanding why one, watching a game with you is a prize, and two, doing it in the nosebleeds is a prize. Like none of this is adding up to me.
It's among the people, Dave. I know you don't like to be touched by the riffraff.
Some people are masochists, man.
You know?
There's odors up there. I don't know.
Dave hears the word loge and terrace, and a chill goes up his spine.
He thinks the terrace means poverty in German. So what are we drinking tonight? I'm drinking shanty from Shiner.
Wow.
Summer
Fancy.
shanty. Yeah.
Summer shanty. I am drinking. I haven't opened it yet, actually, so I'm not drinking it, but I will be in a second. Spindle Tap Brewery Super Faded Double IPA.
Kevin, are you drinking anything tonight?
What about Juge?
What about?
I believe I saw Juge with the silver bullet.
Oh,
silver bullet, baby.
That thing will kill
Blasting
Dracula.
up the joint.
That will kill Dracula.
And an oldie but goodie.
Throat coat.
Oh boy.
Throat coat in my Merry Christmas mug.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your mug's been canceled.
So here's the thing. The Saints had rookie minicamp. The Saints played rookie first round pick. How do you say his first name? Talise Fuaga?
Tailesi?
Elise.
Talise. You played him at left tackle, Andrew, and Saints Twitter, they lost their freaking minds.
Isn't that? I thought that's what he was. Is that
he's
not
a
what
right? He was a right tackle in college. The Saints are like, hey, we're going to try him out at left tackle. And Andrew, Saints Twitter, they lost their mind. I just think people just want to be mad at DA all the time.
Wait,
like,
they're mad?
Yeah, they're mad at him. He's ruining him because they need to play him in the position they drafted him at.
I would think this is good news. Does that mean that maybe Ryan Ramczyk is actually going to play this season at right tackle? Oh.
No, I don't think that's
Absolutely
true.
not.
But I mean, is it just as a case?
I mean, the way I look at Fuaga, first of all, these are rookie camps, right? So this is just him testing out left tackle first. I will say on some level that it's clear the Saints aren't like, yeah, we've got Trevor Penning penciled in at left tackle, right? Like they're trying to figure out left tackle. And so they don't know who their left tackle is going to be. And that doesn't mean it's not going to be Penning, but they're not counting on him there. And so they just invested a first round pick in this guy. And so question number one is, can he play left tackle? I think you have to answer that first. We know he can play right tackle, and he's probably plug and play there. But if he can move to the left side, then, okay, you start to have options. But, like, when I look at the offensive line right now for the Saints, it's wide open. You know Fuaga's going to start somewhere. You know Ruiz is your right guard. You know McCoy is your center. Everything else is wide open. And so you got to figure out who your best five are, and you plug and play. And so if Penning is not one of your best five, then you got to figure out pretty quickly if Fuaga can cut it at left tackle. So that's why they're training him there now.
Is there anything that DA could have done at this rookie minicamp, Kevin, to not have Saints Twitter yell at him? Because they were yelling at him a lot over the Fuaga playing left tackle. I feel like we hate DA collectively as a fan base, and we just want to yell at him no matter what he does.
Yeah. I mean, look, dislike until proven otherwise.
Here we go.
I don't know.
Guilty until proven innocent.
Essentially, I mean, this isn't a legal system. It's a damn football team, and people are going to be mad at, like, if the argument is you can't get mad at him because it's the rookie mini camp or something, well, I would rather you get mad during the rookie mini camp and just kind of throw your hands up and go, what are we doing here? Instead of when there's nothing happening, just wandering around fretting, oh my God, we're going to suck. We're the team's not going to get better. At least there's something you can base your displeasure on. You can point to and say, well, we're moving this guy around. Like, what are we doing here? Like, there's obvious holes on the offensive line. Like, I know Fuaga is going to play somewhere. I know he's going to be a starter.
Oppenheimer makes a good point. He says Saints Twitter hates DA like Kevin hates the Saints draft strategy. I think that's accurate.
Oof. I don't know. I might hate their draft strategy more than anybody else can really fathom, but whatever. People like I said in the Discord, people hated Galileo in his day too when he came up with some pretty wild ideas.
I mean, the Saints, they signed a guard that I've never heard of from the Bears, Dave. I mean, that should fix the offensive line, right?
Yeah, that, and I mean, we've got James Hurst returning, so fortunately we have that going for us.
We did not.
He's going to be the most veteran presence.
Wait, did you forget again, Dave?
Wait, what?
He retired?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Nice.
You forgot
That's
2
right.
weeks ago too, man. Jesus Christ, Dave.
Dave's running. It's a running. We need a running soundbite for whenever Dave brings up James Hurst coming back. But I mean, you know what though? You know what though, Kevin? That brings up it does make me a little scared that like the Saints, they'll have so many injuries on the offensive line that it'll be like week 6 and Dave will be like, maybe they should play James Hurst, and we'll be like, he's retired, and then they'll sign him, and Dave will go, see, I was just early. Never.
Yeah, they're going to do that right after Kai Harley becomes GM.
But as we look, minicamp, bum memes. He apparently looked good until he got dehydrated or something, and everybody was of course agush at all the rookies. But my question to you, Andrew, is they still got like $9 million of cap space, right? So like they're clearly like still hunting to fix the offensive line. Do you think that they're going to do the Saints have like one more big summer move in them, whatever it might be?
Yeah, I mean, well, the cap space is there, but it does seem like their strategy this season has been, we're not going to spend a ton. We're not going to, like whereas like with Carr and the years where they've moved up in the draft, it kind of seems like they push all their chips to the middle. Mm-hmm. It seems like the strategy this year is we're not going to do that. And we still think we can be competitive. And, they've made a move with the offensive staff that hopefully will level the offense up a little bit. But I'm not seeing the same like aggressiveness from a roster perspective. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was like the right guy. I'm trying to think even what position that would be. Because right now, like, I still think the offensive line is a little thin. I still think defensive tackle is a little thin. I still think safety is thin. I still think they could add a running back. So I don't know that it's one move, but like I would kind of like bodies at a number of positions.
Who was the guy that was a guard for the Packers in like 2015, 2016? When the Saints had an issue at guard, and it ended up being Jari Evans. They signed him on a Wednesday. He started on a Sunday. But I forget his name. It's Josh something's kind of, and like the Packers were like, hey man, take a pay cut. And he was like, no. And they cut him. And he ended up getting like a big deal with the Bears. I wonder if
his name was
Josh something.
Josh Sitton?
That's it. He's the one. Like the Saints kind of chased after him when they were guard desperate. So like there's a possibility that like an offensive lineman like could shake loose. I could see it, maybe not a tackle, but you never know. Like a team could be like, hey, Teron Armstead, the Dolphins could be like, hey, Teron Armstead, take a pay cut or whatever. And he could be like, no. And there's always a couple of dudes at cut down time that shake loose. So we'll see.
Could Eric McCoy move to like guard? Like,
no,
is he
no chance?
Does he have that ability? No.
I mean, it's not really
I'm not
an
suggesting,
ability.
I'm asking.
It's not an ability thing. It's more like when you have a guy that's one of the best centers in the league, why would you move him?
Oh, just to get Sincere Haynesworth from Tulane could play center. That's why I was asking.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Dave, were you?
I'm doing a little scouting for our
UDFA
undrafted. Yeah, exactly.
Sincere scouting.
You got me busted.
Dave, are you thinking of trade? Do you think you have to trade up to the number 1 pick to get Sincere?
No, what? Not after this conversation.
But the Saints roster, it's pretty much set now, right? So
that's it. Lock it in.
I mean,
that's right. Training camp. Don't worry. Just guys, stay in your hotel rooms. Don't come out. People training camp. Everything's locked in.
It's locked in. Yeah. People are mad because the Saints, Saints fans that live in California, they won't be able to watch them practice. So they're mad. I would be too if I was still living out in California and the Saints went to training camp out there and I couldn't watch them practice. I'd be pissed off too. But the roster's pretty much set. And listen, we talk about the offensive line. We talked about it all up through the draft. We talked about it. So I wanted to be positive tonight. I want some optimism in May. I want to feel good. I look around. Kirk Cousins is pissed off that they drafted Penix. He won't say whether he was mad about it. He's like, I don't want to discuss.
Oh, it's an interception! Matt Ryan.
Bottoms up, Ralph. Smiley face.
Thanks, San Antonio Saints, for 20 buckaroos. The new MVP leader. Also, thanks to Jason Champagne for 5 buckaroos earlier with donation message. Just a little something to get the party started. Clap.
That's right. We got what's the streak, Thomas?
40 weeks. We are on a 40-week streak. Let's keep it that way, guys.
Crazy.
So I want to be
41 incoming.
So I want to be positive. I want to have optimism because I was getting a little down the dumps into the Saints. They didn't really do anything in free agency. You look at the roster. I listened to all these podcasts, Dave, instead of doing work, and they're so negative on the Saints. And I want to be positive.
All right, I'll give you one little nugget right here. I'll give you one little nugget of positivity. Derek Carr and Taysom Hill were hanging out together today.
Wow.
They were hanging out together in their free time.
That actually brings up a great point. I didn't put it on the rundown because I didn't see it until late. But Derek Carr apparently is like, hey, I didn't really do a great job of like being a good teammate or a leader my first year. I was trying to find my way. So apparently this year, he said, any teammate, you invite him to anything, he's going. He's showing up. Baby showers, birthdays, bar mitzvahs, crawfish boils. He's showing up. Like you just send the invite. Derek Carr is showing up. So
Kevin's disgusted.
So Kevin, what would be the funniest thing to make Derek Carr show up to if you were a Saints player?
Let's see. Off the top of my head, the first thing that comes into my head is a bris. Let's see.
He can throw the foreskin.
Yeah. I think taking him on a hunting trip.
Yeah, that would be good.
Especially if he doesn't know. Well, if it's funnier if he doesn't know anything about it.
Yeah, but he's
just wearing like that.
That's like
hat
redneck.
flaps.
That's like redneck California. I bet you Derek Carr. He's.
Oh, I got a good one.
What is that?
Well, first of all, I am actually hosting a baby shower at my house this Friday. If Derek would like to show up, he's more than welcome. That would make for an interesting water cooler talk the next week. But just considering Derek Carr and his love for God and Jesus and the Lord Savior, I think he should go to a Juggalos concert. I think he should drink some Mountain Dew. I think he should paint his face white and clown face. I think he should go all out. Yeah, Juggalos. I think he should hang out with the Juggalos for a weekend, a long weekend.
Magnets, how do they work?
Fucking magnets.
I like that. Maybe like have him on a what do you call it? When you go on a date and you paint and you drink wine? That could be fun.
I did that.
Is it Insane Clown Posse? Is that the band?
Yeah, Insane Clown Posse or the Juggalos.
ICP. ICP.
Yeah. So as Derek Carr tries to be a better
Andrew, Andrew, you ever book them? You ever book ICP for a wedding? Anybody ever asked for them?
Yeah,
shockingly no.
What's the craziest request you ever got for a band that somebody wanted to book and they were like, "Look, I need
the Captain and Tennille."
Yeah, like were they like, I need a Hanson cover band? Like what? Like what's the craziest band they ever asked you to book?
Well, I don't know. I have a exclusive roster that I book, so it's not like someone calls me and they're like, "Can I get Hootie and the Blowfish for my wedding?" I don't do that. No,
I'm talking like weird, like kind of music, like a strange, like they're like, I love Jethro Tull. Do you have like somebody that plays heavy metal and the flute?
Well, wait a minute. Do you know any of the Blowfish at all?
Well, no, I would say, I mean, this isn't necessarily weird because it's become super common, but as I get older every year, I realize that a lot of the brides that I talk to, because they stay the same age, right?
Yeah.
They're really they grew up on EDM, a lot of them, and so EDM is like a huge.
Gross. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. It's like a huge culture movement, and it's like they're starting to want that infused into their wedding.
No.
And that's
Damn, EDM?
It's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing.
Interesting.
You learn something new every day.
Cool trend.
I mean,
I like it.
So
I hate to kink shame and I hate to music shame, but that's.
So what?
You don't like face
It's like-
licking
that's
like
like the-
Ralph?
I don't know. That's like the face tattoo of I don't know, wedding music, I guess.
People are like, there's people that listen to the show all the time. They're stunned that they're like, Juge Book's fan. I figured he was an attorney or something. No, where you been?
No.
So if I was listening to some podcast, Dave, as I do, and they were going through rosters, and it got me to thinking, like, I want to be positive about the Saints. So we talk about the weaknesses, but where on this roster do they have a strength? Where do you look at this roster and they're like, this position, solid to really good, maybe got some depth. What position do you feel the best about on the Saints roster?
I mean, cornerback, I guess, secondary. I feel like they've got somewhat of an embarrassment of riches. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, is James Hurst playing cornerback? Is he cornerback? Is he the number 2 guy?
I mean,
no. But I mean, like, no, because currently we still have Marshawn Lattimore, and
that's right.
We've got a Debo. We drafted
Taylor.
the guy. Yeah, we got Alante Taylor. We got Kool-Aid. I mean, I feel like I'm not sure that any of you three. Oh yeah, I'm not sure that any of you three could come up with an answer that would best my answer. To be quite honest with you.
Wow.
Andrew, do you disagree with that?
What an asshole. What? I mean, I just like, I don't even want to attempt now because Dave, that says a lot about him. That he would throw out a line like that.
I'll attempt. I get an answer. Get the donations up. It's only at $25. Make me drink the pickle juice. The pickle.
Wait, what percentage was that again?
50 proof.
Ugh.
So here's the thing. I'm going to disagree with you, Dave. And I'm going to go on. I'm going to say this. Thomas, mark the timestamp. Dave, do your little note in your phone, whatever the hell you do. I'm going on record right now.
All right. I'm noting it now.
Saints receiver group. By the end of the year.
A.T. Perry. You're loving some A.T. Perry, huh?
By the end of the year.
Noting.
Top 7 NFL.
Hey, Tomas, check the timestamp on this.
1,000-yard receivers. Olave, Shaheed. Even though that'll make me a little bit mad because Andrew
Top 7
will take
in yards or what? What statistic? Which
top
statistic?
7 in yards. Like you put Olave and Shaheed together, they'll be a top 7 combo in yards. Even though it makes me a little uncomfortable because Andrew will take a giant victory lap again about his UDFA son. But you combine those two, A.T. Perry, my boy, Bub, borderline elite receiver.
Borderline elite.
Borderline elite. I'm giving you people something to be positive about in May. Receiver is a group the Saints are going to be okay at.
I put that on the calendar for Monday, which is the day before our podcast, Monday, January 6th, which we all we'll all remember January 6th for the day that we look back when you said the Saints top 7 wide receiver. Anytime somebody thinks about January 6th from now on, they will remember that as the day that you said they were the top 7 wide receiver group.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So does anybody
glad we did that.
Kevin, do you have a group? You can say corner if you want to with Dave because the Saints roster.
You can say QB.
Yeah, you can agree. It's okay. It's okay. You can agree with me, Andrew. It's okay. I'm not contagious.
So I have to pick a position group that is going to.
No, a position group.
I swear it won't hurt.
A position group you think that is currently good, or that will be good and will be a strength for the 2024 Saints?
Kevin, what if I told you I was a nurse?
A nurse or a nurse?
I wouldn't.
I guess technically I would have to be a nurse.
I've seen your hands. I don't believe it.
Oh, jeez. Is that what it is? Is that what the holdup with the nurses is? The hands?
The hands.
You know, among other things.
Oh, I think we just hit on something, boys.
Let's see.
Kevin's a deviant.
Well, yeah. How long? I mean, have you just met me? You know what? I'm gonna be absolutely goofy, and I'll just say quarterback.
Wow.
Jesus.
Oh my God! No! Stop. Are you counting Taysom Hill?
I think Derek Carr is going. What did he do? I want because I'm going well over his. So he went 3,800, 25-8 with 97.7 quarterback rating. I'm saying he cracks 4,000. You know what? 4,200 next year. 4,200, 30-10. And the quarterback rating, I'll say, doesn't go any lower than 95.
Butterich is worried. He says, whenever Ralph makes a proclamation, I look at my phone to see the Saints breaking news and have it be Olave gets in a motorcycle accident in coma. More to come. I hate you, Butterich. So, Andrew, do you have any...
Wait for Kevin.
Hey, Tomas, check the
interception.
Oh, shit. Matt Ryan.
Halfway to the pickled vodka promised land, Ralph, smiley face.
San Antonio Saint on the 20 buckaroos. Thanks, man. Extending his MVP lead. We are halfway there, guys.
Aldi Marino says that Cowherd had us last in the NFC South.
That's good.
Print the T-shirt. We're winning.
That's good.
So,
Yeah,
Andrew, do you have a position group that currently is deep, or that you think will be good in 2024? Give the people some optimism. He can't.
I guess corners
again.
See, there we go. Thank you. Love it. Thank you. That's great. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the full one. All right.
Yeah. There you go. I mean, is this roster? Is it,
We're all in agreement there.
is it so devoid of talent that like Aldi Marino says tight end? That's a stretch.
Tight end. We're deep at tight end. Is that a serious answer?
Butterich says linebacker. Demario Davis, Werner, Gay, Ford, Jackson, Orgy.
I feel like linebacker is flimsy to me. All it takes is like one injury, maybe two, and then it's cratering.
No, I mean, I want to be positive, and I
will say, like, defensive end could be low key decent, and the reason I say that is like there's a scenario where Cam Jordan is kind of the same he was last year, like he's kind of done, and Chase Young gets hurt, and it's really just Carl Granderson and Peyton Turner's hurt again, and Carl Granderson's pretty easy to block if he's the whole pass rush by himself. But there's a scenario where I'm not going to say Cam's like back to like 15 sack Cam, but he's like the wily veteran that gets you 6.5, 7 sacks. He's kind of back to like kind of getting in the mix. And Granderson, and then Granderson does his thing, and then Chase Young has a healthy season, and he's kind of getting you 8 sacks, and Peyton Turner gets a stretch where he's kind of healthy and he gets you 5 sacks, and all of a sudden, like, edge feels kind of nice.
That would be the funniest conversation to have, I think, Kevin, like mid-November. Like, do the Saints need to extend Peyton Turner? He's got 6 sacks. Should we give him?
That's never happening. Peyton, stop. You're living in a fantasy world.
Yeah, he just he just blew out his knee in week 1.
Yeah.
What's more?
I know you want. I saw the run. Well, I didn't see the rundown. You didn't send out a rundown. You just texted us and we're like, "Hey guys, we're going to be positive." And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just not feeling it. You're right. I don't know. I won't speak for Andrew or Kevin, but I will speak for myself. And as far as myself, I will tell you, Ralph, you're on an island, buddy. I'm not feeling it. I'm not positive.
You're not feeling what?
Positivity.
Just positivity. I'm not feeling. Yeah.
Toxic
I'm not
positivity.
feeling toxic positive. I'm not. Yeah.
I mean, I've said this. I've said this before. I'll say it again. This is the least optimistic I have been going into a Saints season since the Ditka era.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let Ralph. I'm not going to let Ralph try and Ralph.
What would make you? What would give you positive? It can be.
And honestly,
nothing you're going to say.
The weird thing is with Ditka, I think I was somehow I was positive each of those seasons with Ditka.
Yeah.
I don't really know why. Like in
the
hindsight,
last season
really
they got Ricky.
stupid.
They got Ricky Williams, and we were.
Yeah,
we fooled
I
ourselves
actually
into
think
believing in
this
Ricky
might be the
Williams.
most pessimistic I've been in my lifetime going into a Saints season. I mean, I don't really count Katrina because they got displaced and all that, but I think this is the most pessimistic I've been going into a season in my lifetime.
I would say,
yeah, I'm not expecting him to do well.
I would say potentially it's the most pessimistic I've been since 1996, the last year of Mora, because Quinn Early left, Wesley Walls left, and I was like,
I'm going to be honest, I was kind of optimistic that year.
But I'm optimistic this year, and here's why. Carolina, their owner's a nutbag. Kevin. True, false. He is a nutbag.
True.
Tampa is 17-17 the last 2 years. All right. They lost their offensive coordinator. They may go backwards if they made a bad hire at offensive coordinator. And I'm convinced in my heart that the Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix Atlanta experiment is going to be a disaster. It's not going to go well. People, the NFL media, the smart kids, they're coming around to it, and they're like, well, they had to take him. If they really think Michael Penix is great, you don't pass on Mahomes and all this. They're talking themselves into it's going to be a disaster. So the NFC South is there to be gotten. And I believe one of my all-time favorite days on Twitter will be next summer when DA signs that 3-year extension because he went 10-7 this year, and he gets a 3-year extension.
Why is that going to be your favorite day?
Because Saints will lose their mind.
Why even say 10-7? Why even say 10-7?
12
so why not 11-6? Why not 12-5?
Okay, well, yeah.
Well,
10-7. That's I don't know if I want to re-sign him, but yeah, 11-12. Then okay.
You could take a hammer and pound on my bad arm to give me 10-7. I take 10-7 right.
Well, here's the thing. So if that happens, Ralph, maybe you would throw in our face see, I told you so. And here's the thing, I would not be upset at all. I root for the Saints to win. So I might be pessimistic going into the season, but I'm still going to revel and be happy as a clam if they go 10-7 and make the playoffs. They would have exceeded my expectations. So I would be thrilled. I think there's all these Saints fans that hate Carr and DA so much
they want him
that I actually think 10-7 would be horrible for them.
Here's
there's a lot of Saints fans that I think would legitimately have their soul crushed if DA lasts another year and Carr comes back. To me, it's if it works and they're winning games, hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Here's another question, and then we'll get on to other things. We talk about the offensive line endlessly, Kevin, but what's one other thing that
Kevin's
you look
not
at?
Here. Kevin went to go potty. He's got to be pooping.
So I'll start with you, Dave. What's another thing besides offensive?
Here, I am not pooping. I am
besides offensive line that has to go well for the Saints to succeed in 2024. We'll take offensive line out of it. We'll say the offensive line is good enough for them to succeed in 2024? What else has to go right for them to be good?
I mean, can I say quarterback?
Yes, no, that's what I was. Well, first I was going to say what Kevin texted us, and then I was going to say quarterback. But yeah, I mean, like honestly, like.
So you're stealing my line that I said first.
Well, no. I think we just again, like
Kevin
like
Jr.
earlier
on the way?
with the cornerback position. I think we just both agree. We just, two peas in a pod.
You're very like-minded.
Two very football knowledgeable guys. And
maybe we'll start agreeing on beers pretty soon.
Oh God, Jesus, the rapture is coming. No, because normally, Ralph, when you ask a question like that, normally you say you can't say quarterback because it's such an important position. But no, you were like, oh, you can't say offensive line. So if you're going to leave quarterback open, then yeah, quarterback is definitely Derek Carr. Either has to pick up where he left off at the end of last season.
How good's he got to be? How good's Derek Carr got to be to get
he's
the Saints?
Has to be just give
what's
me
the stat? What's the stat?
What like
is it touchdown passes? Is it rating? Is it yards? Like, what's the stat that you're looking at? Like, Carr's got to be this.
Honestly, like interceptions and sacks, like just turnovers and.
Ooh, that's
so mistake free.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I think he's got to get 30 plus touchdowns. And
I'm gonna say a QB rating over 100.
Ooh. I mean, that's good. That's all encompassing. So
yeah,
I mean that's what we call the Clint Kubiak.
I don't know what I mean.
Coach employment.
I mean, QBR, I guess, is viewed as like more, more of an accurate representation of a guy performing well. So whatever the QBR equivalent of a 100 QB rating, that's what I would want. I don't know if it's like 70.0, something like that.
Yeah. Kevin is taking a dump.
Yeah. Let this be known. Kevin is the new Dave.
Dave's so happy about it.
San Antonio Saint says I feel positive about this season. Thank you, San Antonio Saint. But I just wanted to give the Saints people some positivity for the off season. I'm not saying
putting it right on.
I don't know what my
says. I am pooping. I don't know. You can't.
I'm not saying because I don't know.
Right
my
there
final prediction for the Saints isn't happening yet.
Tilted up with.
All I'm saying is, I refuse to be completely negative in May when I look around the slums, the tenements that is the NFC.
No, I'm not going to be negative. I'm going to be neutral. I'm, cautiously optimistic. The same as always. Like you're definitely not going to get me to be optimistic.
Wow, only $20 away.
Let's tickle Ralph's pickle and get him drinking.
Your boy Allen, 28.3.
Thank you, Allen. Thank you.
Here's the thing. It's not going to take much for me to flip, like always, like to flip that switch from, yeah, I'm kind of pessimistic. I'm not looking forward to the season, or not even. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm always looking forward to it, but I'm pessimistic and I'm not sure how they're going to perform, and I'm not that confident. Dude, all it takes is one preseason game where they return a kickoff for a touchdown, and there's some dude that, has 3 catches for 98 yards, and he's only going to end up being the 4th receiver for the Saints. But, he has like a Willie Snead-esque preseason where he's tearing shit up, and I'm like, we're going to Super Bowl, baby! Let's go!
They run the new kickoff back in the they'll be like, the new kickoff rules, Rizzy's got that on lockdown.
Yeah,
we're gonna dominate people with the new kickoff rules.
It's not gonna
secret
take
weapon.
Much.
Yeah, Andrew, what is the one play in preseason that you saw that would get you totally amped up for the regular season, and why is it James Hurst blowing up a defensive lineman on a bubble screen?
I think the one play.
Deception!
There we go.
That's right.
Got him.
Drink up.
Wow. There we go.
I'm assuming
28.3, taking us over the edge.
I'm assuming
41 straight weeks.
I'm assuming I'm going to drink the sour pickle. Is that correct? Who that goes?
Sounds
the
on
other
your
option
sayings,
again?
I think, yeah.
McGillicuddy,
What's that?
cherry liqueur.
Ugh. Yeah, you're drinking pickle.
Ugh.
What's the alcohol content?
50%.
On what? I want on both.
Pickle the vodka is 50%. McGillicuddy is only 15% alcohol. By the way.
Yeah, you're-
what?
yeah, you're drinking the pickle.
Lame.
You're drinking the pickle.
Oh, Jesus, man. It really does. It really. Whew.
Man,
Well, boy, Kevin's missing a whole bunch. while
Did
he's
Kevin
taking a-
fall in?
No, he might have. He's missing a
Empty.
whole lot of podcasts there.
Kevin
while
died
he's
of
taking a
the.
dump.
Maybe he's masturbating.
He
Those protein waffles finally.
He
Kevin
died
go
of.
full Elvis and die on the can.
He went full Oregon Trail and died of the dysentery.
Nice.
All right.
That really is a.
We're just gonna leave him at
that's
independent.
a late
rock.
'80s reference right there,
Yeah,
Ralph.
I'm gonna. do
Most
this.
of our listeners are too young
This-
to understand that.
This really scares me. All right, here we go.
Kevin just texted he's
Puke
quote,
meat is
having
up.
a rough go of things.
Can he? Oh, I guess he can.
He's like
I guess he can hear us. I guess.
he's
I
like
guess he can.
he's like penning versus the Titans.
that
Kevin,
Kevin.
All right,
Kevin,
here we-
fart twice if you can hear us, Kevin.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Kevin says he thinks his digestive tract is being protected by the Saints
Kevin's
offensive
not the
line.
only one that's dying right now, guys.
Meanwhile, Ralph is drinking
That bad, huh, Ralph?
pickle juice.
Oh,
So,
oh my God.
there's a lot going on this
Ooh,
podcast.
I hate to have recency bias.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's a new record.
That's a 9.
That's a 9. It might be the
Minor.
worst experience I've ever had on this podcast. Like,
and
wow.
only a 9, damn.
Wow, and you did this podcast back in 2012 too.
Yeah, this was like
it's so
bad. It
Kevin
felt.
wants to know if you just ejaculated. He's texting.
Oh, I might have like
If you
my
come,
chest
you best come
burns
hard.
like
You come,
gonorrhea on
you
a cheap
best
whore. It
come
really,
Oh,
it,
If you
shit.
come, you best come hard.
it really felt like I just
Come on,
drank.
Andrew.
It really felt like I just drank relish, like disgusting.
And you don't like pickle, like in general, you don't. Like
I don't in general.
Oh,
I
I'm a
like
big
it.
fan. I am a big fan.
Aldi Marino
pickle.
asks if the
Andrew's
pickle
a big
gagged you.
fan. Big fan of big pickles.
Well,
You hear
dill,
You hear that, guy?
bread and butter is trash.
Hmm.
Just so
The
we're
pickle did gag me. It got
You
me.
hear that, guys out there? All of our listeners that are mostly male out there. Andrew loves a big dill pickle. You guys got that? You hearing that?
Yeah, they won the
Are
pickle.
you hearing that? Our
the
mostly
pickle-
male audience.
The pickle on the inches scale was a 9. So,
Jesus.
so you know.
The
the
9 inches,
off-season-
damn.
Me and Dave, we love the off season. Why, Dave? Because it
Kevin,
goes on.
seriously, is Kevin dead?
No, because he's texting us.
He's texting us.
Elvis wasn't texting when he from the toilet when he passed away.
He didn't have a cell phone. They didn't exist back then.
You don't know that.
You know
Kevin's
what?
in-
I'm just gonna stay on this scene before Kevin.
Yeah,
returns.
yes, that's right.
So-
Let's just leave.
So,
I'm gonna
so
leave it at
we-
that.
so
It's gonna be great when he comes back. It's gonna be really.
for
fun.
now, we gotta
like a cat, like a
announce-
cat with his tail between his legs. He's
we
gonna-
gotta announce the bracket that people love, our summer bracket. Everybody else does they'll do a Saints theme bracket like during March Madness, and I'm always like, why do you need to do that? They got free agency, they got the draft. We don't need a Saints bracket during then. We need a Saints bracket in the
Oh,
summer.
did Andrew went to join Kevin?
when there's no news except for arrests and bad news in the summer. So our bracket this year, Dave, Saints one-hit wonders. That's the theme.
like Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Yeah, like one-hit wonders, exactly. And here's the thing: we haven't finalized the bracket yet. We're gonna do that in a couple of weeks. So if you are a patron, if you're on Discord, on Twitter, I'm gonna announce it on Twitter tomorrow. You want to nominate people for a one-hit wonder? You can do so. And here's the only criteria for a one-hit wonder
Mhm.
is it can either be one game, one play, one season, but they can only be a Saints person where mostly they're known for that one thing. You know, like I would say a great example.
Andre Royal, one hit with the sock.
That's right.
Full of pennies.
That's right. I would say a great
CJ
example.
Spiller, one game wonder.
That's right. CJ Spiller, perfect. Overtime touchdown. Another one would be Jerome Pathon, right? What's he known for? He's known for the River City Relay. That's it. You know, Tom Dempsey.
Traquan Smith.
Oh, how is somebody going to beat Tom Dempsey?
I mean, you got Brian Milne. He recovered the fumble in the playoff game. You got.
Steve
I would say
Gleason.
Hart.
You got Steve Gleason.
Man, I'm back from the bathroom and I'm still here before Kevin. Holy cow.
Butteridge says Joe Morgan flipping a Buccaneer. There you go. You got got John Gilliam.
Charlie Clemens. I think he just got another sack.
Yeah, John Gilliam. He ran the opening kickoff back for the Saints. Brian Milne recovered the fumble.
You already said that. This is a good idea.
Yeah.
Wait, so is the one-hit wonder like a one-game wonder or a one-season wonder?
Whatever, anything.
It can be whatever you want it to be.
Define it.
You define it, but it's got to be one thing. It can be one season, one game, one play. You know, like Pierre Warren. Remember him?
Well, what about who was the running back this year? Tony Jones. Tony Jones Jr.
Oh, yeah.
He had that one game where he scored.
There he is. There he is.
He's back. He is back.
Ooh, are you sweating? Jeez.
Kevin, do you feel like a new man?
Rub your brow there. Yeah, wipe your brow.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, go. Hey, wait, you're into wrestling. Go.
Yeah, I muted the microphone just
Why
to
did
drop.
you mute it, man? Come on.
Did you drop a weight class in the bathroom?
I don't know if I dropped a weight class, but I definitely just
dropped something.
Well, this is great.
I feel worn out.
This is great. We're going to need a new intro cut because I am no longer the guy that spends hours in the bathroom. Congratulations, Kevin. I'm going to take my throne as just the guy that's really funny.
We got some great one-hit wonders. Curtis Deloche, Torrance Small. 1994.
Who has lost more weight, Kevin or Ramchick? CDWPT.
Well done.
Wow. You should have brought Christ. We should have gone live from the bathroom. Kevin dropped a bigger stink bomb than the Falcons did at pick 8. Wow. Shane Graham, another one-hit wonder. Andrew, all-timer. Even though he's a ginger.
He hit a big field goal.
Even though he's a ginger. Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, the options are endless. And the fun thing about this bracket is we get to play video and do a bunch of fun stuff. So that's the one. Put it in the chat, in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord and you should become a Saints patron, get in the Discord. That allows you to do that. And we're going to talk about, we're going to have the bracket. We're going to do it in a couple of weeks, and we'll have the top 16 one-hit wonders, and we'll do it over June and July, right?
Bulky in the chat, put Kevin's dump in the one-hit wonder bracket.
Wait, what?
Put Kevin's dump in the one-hit wonder bracket. Wow.
Dump wonder.
All right, so Thomas...
Jesus Christ, I am man. Come on.
Wow, you got trivia. You got trivia, and last week we skipped it because you said it was for Kevin. The trivia, right?
Yeah, it's hard for me to operate the OBS through the tears in my eyes, but
wow,
I'm gonna try, man. Holy shit, the chat is on fire today. Yeah, we had to wait for Kevin for this trivia, ladies and gentlemen. God. This is an amazing trivia from Budridge, of course. The trivia is, Mickey Loomis did have 1 year when he traded down twice. Which year was it?
That's got to be 2004, 2005.
No, I know it. I know the answer.
What is it, Ralph?
If you know, don't say it. Don't say it if you know it.
Don't say it if you know it.
Oh, they trade. Oh, yeah. Did they trade down in 2006?
Yeah, I know.
Did they trade down to get Roman Harper?
No.
They trade down.
No, they definitely traded down from Morstead, right?
No.
Oh yeah.
They traded. I'm going to tell you that. Well, Thomas, you say I know.
Morstead was 2009.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't traded down since 2007, so
It can't be 9 because they only drafted 4 people in 9.
No. I'm going to tell you, and the thing is, I don't know if this will.
I don't know.
I don't know if it'll infuriate Kevin or delight him, but they traded down in 2006. They traded down 2 separate times. They traded down with Cleveland, and they flipped. The Saints flipped second-round picks with Cleveland, and they got Jeff Fain. So they didn't get an extra.
Yeah.
They didn't get a draft pick. They got a player.
I remember that.
And they did it again in the 4th round, and they got SpongeBob SquarePants fan Hollis Thomas.
Oh, wow.
And that's
Man,
when
what a draft. What a draft.
you know, so
What a master class.
I mean, Kevin, how do you feel about that? Trading down but not getting more picks, trading down but you get a player. How do you feel about that?
I mean, didn't Jeff Fain turn out okay?
Yeah.
Like
They
Jeff
got
Fain
Fane.
was okay.
They got Fane and Roman Harper out of that trade down.
That's right.
I'm happy with that. And then the other one was what? They got Hollis Thomas?
Yeah, and Jari Evans with the pick.
Wow.
So, I would say, again, and wait, hang on a second. Let me.
Let you what?
I mean, here's the question. Does Sean
Kevin's
Payton
cheating.
No. Well, you guys already said it. So you already said it was 2006, and then you went through everything.
It is.
It's gotta be.
I'm looking up here. So wait a minute. So Jari
Thomas
Evans
was undrafted.
was drafted in the 4th round? Wait a minute.
Yes.
I didn't know that you could draft offensive tackles after round 2.
He was a guard.
And they would somehow be useful.
He was a guard.
He was a guard.
It says tackle here, but fine. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Jari. Wait, Zach Streif was a
Kevin,
guard.
are you fucking serious right now?
Jesus.
The dump Andrew, be kind to him. The dump affected his brain.
I just took a giant shit, man. My brain is fried right now.
Anyway, wait. So the
his brain into the toilet.
the question is,
knowledge is down the toilet.
How much brain was in that dump?
do you think Sean Payton's career follows the same trajectory it does if the Saints don't they killed it in that draft in that 2000? They absolutely killed it in that.
Killed
draft.
it. They killed it in that free agency period.
Yeah. Also, they got Pierre because they got Pierre. Like, do they? Is his career what it is now if they don't kill it in 2006 in the offseason?
I mean, maybe. It's a great question, Dave, because here's the thing. I think just getting Drew Brees would have made them successful eventually, I think. But the thing is, the Saints going into 2006, if you really look at it, the 2005 year, Katrina year, was weird. They really weren't a 3-13 team. They were really kind of this average, underachieving team that Jim Haslett never could get over the hump, right? They murdered this draft, and you look at not just the players they picked, but they just traded down and got 2 more starters, right? And in free agency, they got, who do they get, Andrew? They got Breeze, they got Fujita.
Didn't they get Scott Shanley?
They got him in training camp because the linebacker was so bad. They got him in the middle of August. But Scott Shanley still starting linebacker, right?
And they got Pierre Thomas in 2007. And I just double checked it. I remembered that because the Saints drafted Antonio Pittman in 2007.
Traded
and then
up.
they grabbed Pierre
That's
Thomas
right.
anyway.
Yeah.
And then Pierre
fourth
won
round. Antonio Pittman, fourth round.
Traded up to the top of the 4th round to get him.
4th round, yeah.
And we totally don't give a shit because Pierre Thomas was awesome. And we just pretend like the Saints drafted Pierre Thomas when they traded up to the top of the 4th round to get Antonio Pittman, and he was a complete and utter bust. And we just he's one of those busts, Andrew, that just is totally forgotten about.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it does. I mean, it's a 4th round pick, so it's not that big of a deal. But they did trade up. Kevin, look up what they traded up to get Pittman. I bet you it was a lot. So final answer, Thomas, 2006.
That's the longest trivia of all time. But by the way, I think I have got the wrong answer from Budrich, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
So the graphic is gonna be wrong.
Wow.
I'm not even gonna play this.
Let's see what he said.
Badru said 2004. And I'm seeing
Is Ralph misremembering?
even it's funny because I'm reading an article from 2015 from Canal Street Chronicles written by
You can't trust.
Written by a
can't trust
dude named Dave Cariello, and
No,
it
you can't
says,
trust that.
you know, it says 2006 2 trade downs, written by Dave himself.
Wow. I trust Dave over Bud Rich.
Little did Dave know at that time that trade downs were going to be
Huge.
something he would have to wait a long, long time to see again.
I'm still waiting.
They got a second.
So they traded to Houston, pick 123 and 163.
Are we
to
talking
get
about
pick
2004
107.
here?
No, we're
This
talking
is
about trading
Antonio Pittman
Oh.
That's
in
not
2007.
That's not that bad. But
But with their 125th pick, they took Jermon Bushrod.
oh well, there you go. Wow, strong draft eventually. So Butters, I think you're wrong. That's what I'm saying. We love you, but I think you're wrong. So Thomas, play take it to the top so I can give the people finger guns. Grip strength is off the charts bad. Just gonna put that out there. Full disclosure. Keep it real with the people. So Thomas, what's first up?
Wish I had some Pepto.
You need
All
more
right,
than Pepto, buddy.
first
Still
question.
struggling, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me.
All right, first question from Adi Marino, one of the contestants for the MVP. He asks, you spent a night in a cemetery, so a Polish demon will grant you one horrible wish against a Saints 2024 opponent not named Atlanta Falcons. What horrible wish did you make and against which team?
This is a great question.
Polish demon.
This is one I wish I would have seen earlier. I could have come up with something.
You know, I have to just say very quickly, Take It to the Top is unlistenable. I think we kind of forget it, kind of blends in the background, and we've heard it so many times doing this show that we don't even think about it anymore. That song is awful. Like, how embarrassing for Brian Hansen and Morton Anderson that they put that together.
They don't even remember putting it together because they probably did so much drugs.
I wouldn't be embarrassed by it.
Here's the thing. Here's
That's fucking illegal.
I wouldn't be embarrassed by anything I did 30, 40 years ago.
It's close. It is unlistenable. It's close. Here's my thing. I can't make the demon wish against the Falcons. Here's my thing. I want to make it against NFC South, but they're not going to be that good, so I might not get value for my wish, Andrew.
Correct.
I need to get maximum value. So I was thinking like maybe Green Bay because they would be in contention for the wild card with the Saints. So maybe like Green Bay. But no, you know who it is? It's the freaking Rams. I hate the freaking Rams so bad. I would want, like, my wish would be like not just to like injure Matthew Stafford and like have him out for the year because that's too easy and clean. No. I need like Kevin with his bathroom experience tonight. I would think I would want like the whole Rams team to get like dysentery for the year and be like Sean McVay every week is like, yeah, we're missing 4 offensive linemen. They got the shits. I don't know what we're gonna do. Like our doctors can't figure it out.
They got the Kevin virus.
Like, no. It would need to have to it would have to happen the night that they are
in New Orleans.
Like the night that they arrive in New Orleans to play.
Yeah.
And they all just have
didn't that kind of already happen with Aaron Donald retiring?
No,
Didn't you kind of already get your wish, Ralph?
No, I need
No. You need more. You need, like, if you're going for that, you might as well ask for them to eat something real bad, like 4 of the 5 starting offensive linemen just are completely shitting their brains out.
I mean, I don't want to.
All day Sunday.
I don't think you really need more than Aaron Donald retiring. I'm serious. Like, I think that kind of nukes them.
Maybe we'll see.
All right,
he is that good. Like, I really think the Rams, like, half these years they've been insane. Like, yeah, sure, they had Stafford and they had the receiver whose name escapes me right now, and McVay calling the play. Yeah, Kupp and McVay calling the plays, but like, I just felt like the Rams kind of always went with Aaron Donald. Like, he was just so damn good. He carried that defense all on his own. And without Aaron Donald, like, just don't think the Rams are going to be that good.
So which team would you pick then, Juge?
I mean, I'm kind of with Ralph. Like, what's the point of nuking an NFC South team? They all suck.
Because you play them twice, so it's a guaranteed 2 losses. I think you got to stick with it.
I mean, Kirk Cousins is gone, and they're kind of like figuring things out all over again. But I'd love to nuke the Vikings.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure they're going to be any good, but I would want to guarantee they're horrible anyway.
But you're not saying what you're.
Where are they playing the Vikings?
Oh, it has to be a team the Saints are playing this year?
Yeah, it has to be a team they play. Yeah.
Oh, I'd probably... Don't we play the Chiefs this year?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, away.
Yeah, I'd probably pick the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Just because, like, it would be hilarious for the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl and for us to kind of be like, yeah, well, the Saints beat them. I don't know what to tell you.
It's not about beating them. It's about putting a curse on them. You could ruin their whole year. You could, like, wish...
It was kind of like that year the Eagles were awesome, but they were forced to play Gardner Minshew against the Saints. And like we were able to say, like, yeah, well, the Saints beat the Eagles. And like Eagles fans were like, yeah, but Hurst was out that game. That doesn't count. I'm like, check out the schedule. Like, we beat the Eagles. I don't know.
Dave, I like your point. Like, if you put the devil Polish curse on the Panthers, like, it could lead to unintentional comedy of David Tepper going insane. That has quality.
Well, first of all, you guys
aren't the Panthers already cursed?
They are.
Is there anything we need to do to add insult to injury here?
Yeah, but wouldn't it be funny for them to be even worse than 2-15? Like,
you guys are also thinking small time because you're just thinking about what you can do to affect them next season.
Oh,
nothing in this question says you can't affect them for all of time.
Then my answer is the Falcons.
No, it can't be. The question does say it can't be the Falcons.
Come on,
that's the only team that it cannot be.
But any other team. So my answer would be the Panthers or the Buccaneers. You can take your pick, and it would be something.
Which one?
I guess I feel like the Falcons are more inept, so I'll take the Buccaneers. Sorry, Jill Glazer. I don't know. I'll curse on them is that they always draft a quarterback in the first round and it never works out.
I like that.
That's a good one. Thomas, what's next?
All right. Next question. That was a long one. A long discussion. Next question from Budrich. He asks, fuck who to open the season against. What week do you want the bye to be on? And who do you want to close the season against?
Kevin, what's your thoughts?
All right, who do I want to close the season against? Give me the Panthers.
Oh, that's...
Actually, you know what? No, give me the Browns at home as the close.
Oh, it's an interception!
That's just
Matt Ryan!
No, but it's an easy win.
Smiley face.
San Antonio Saints extending his lead. 20 buckaroos. Damn.
Thank you, San Antonio.
All right, so I would take I'll take the Browns, and I'll say week 7 for the bye week.
Really?
I mean,
yeah.
I love.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Wait a minute. Wait. Budrich is telling me it's got to be an NFC South opponent. Jesus. Okay, so then if that's the case, then I'll just say the Panthers, either home or away, because I think they got a better shot of getting a W anyway.
I mean, I like to end the season with Atlanta, something on the line.
Yeah.
Fun.
I don't know. Half the
I'll
time,
take an easy.
it doesn't matter though. Like we just play. I feel like whoever we play in the last game of the season, it's either like we've already secured the playoffs and we're tanking, or we're playing for the playoffs if X, Y, and Z happen, and it never happens, and we don't make the playoffs even though we won the game. Like I just feel like no matter who I pick, it's gonna backfire. So like I don't even want to answer this question.
All right, then
I'm taking. I'll take the. What was it? Wait, what was the question?
who do you want? Who do you want to play the last week of the year? And when do you want your bye?
I'll take the Panthers because I think that would be the easiest. And bye week, whatever the latest possible week is, week 12 or whatever.
I feel like that's backfired. That's another one where I feel like every year we're like, let's get the late bye week. Let's get it. And then the one year we get it, the Saints are so decimated by injuries by the time they get to the bye week that it has no worth because the season's already over. Half the roster's injured. And so then finally we get like an early bye week. And then everyone's healthy and it completely backfires. And later in the season, we wish we had one. So, like, I feel like where the bye week lands and what we think we want about that never works out.
That's right. That's totally accurate. The Saints, their bye week will be week 5, and they'll be 3-1. And Dennis Allen will be like, "I kind of wish we didn't have a bye. We're playing well. We're playing well. Sorry, Atlanta." Thomas, what's next?
Can I change? Can I change mine?
Go ahead.
No.
I'll say. Let me jump to week. Juge persuaded me. I want to move back and say week 10.
There you go. Your boy Allen wants team decision in the final game. Your boy. He wants a team decision at the end of the year every year. Thomas, what's next?
What?
All right, next.
You want meaningless snaps?
Speaking of your boy Alan, next question from your boy Alan. When Kevin eventually finds the right nurse to get married to, will they live stream the wedding on Twitch, and how many bits to be a groomsman?
Take it away, Kevin.
I mean,
hold on.
Question.
That is an A+ question. And look, I'm going to say this.
How many pounds of shit?
Before Kevin even answers, like, you know, you may not want to live stream your wedding and put it on Twitch, but like you could probably
you don't
pay
have
for
a fucking choice.
Well, that also, but like you could probably pay for your wedding, like
a nice honeymoon too.
Brother, I was about you jumped in front of me before I was going to race to the podium with the answer on this one. Listen, you start tipping me enough money, and I'll live stream the wedding. I don't care because, like I said, it'll cover the honeymoon.
Mr. Juge is going to step up and pay for your wedding. It'll probably drop $300,000 on Andrew and Elizabeth's wedding. So
$200,000. We live stream the wedding, and all patrons can be best men.
He's gonna fly in a private jet.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. He has to pay. Yeah, he has to pay for Thomas to
this
fly.
Begs the question. This begs the question: what do we have to pay to live stream Kevin's next date?
Oh shit!
I gotta say this. I talked to Andrew.
Year has not been thought of yet.
I gotta say, I talked to Andrew at Sports Drinks. He's got dates open for the live show in the fall. We got to get that GoFundMe going so Thomas can fly in from Poland. We can give him a Dramamine. He's gonna just knock him out the whole flight, and then Thomas can be.
No. We don't need whoa.
You guys hear how Ralph just said Dramamine? By the way,
yeah, I did.
Dramamine.
Hold on. We do not need. We will take sponsors for other things, but we do not need sponsors for Thomas.
Yeah, I'm gonna get smuggled in a shipping container. Yeah.
No, because Mr. Juge already told me he's covering the flight for Thomas. We got that covered.
And Thomas, don't be thinking it's gonna be a pleasure cruise in a tourist in the United States. We'll put you to work. You're going to be in charge of live streaming, so we don't have the what was it in the live stream audio from this past
The metronome.
You're in charge of making sure we don't have a goddamn metronome.
I'm gonna insert 2 metronomes instead.
Do you remember that Game of Thrones episode where the Lannister character, the small person Lannister?
Yeah, the little guy.
Yeah, the little guy, where he has to travel in like a little shipping container.
That's right.
It's like the size of a fist.
Yeah.
That's how Thomas is gonna have to travel.
Tyrion.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tyrion.
Tyrion
Armstead.
I remember is they had a lot of titties in Game of Thrones. And the brother and sister were banging. That's all I remember about
yes,
it.
they did.
What's next,
man.
Thomas?
Come on, man. I still need to watch it.
Hey, Sally, I need assistance.
I didn't give you any spoilers, Thomas.
They banging.
It's literally the first.
It's the first episode. Trust me.
It's literally the first
okay.
episode.
Never mind,
the
never
brother
mind,
and sister
never
are banging
mind.
in the tower.
I forgive you, man.
Yeah.
I need to watch it tonight then. Okay, and final question of the show. From Aldi Marino again. We open and close with Aldi Marino. He asks, an off-topic question. If you could be the wacky neighbor in any sitcom over the last 50 years and make a move at one of the starting cast, I guess that's a Kevin question. Which sitcom would it be and which character gets the moves put on by you?
Urkel, Mrs. Winslow, final answer.
Wow. We went off course. Kevin, what say you?
All right. Wilson from Home Improvement. I'm going to take a run at Heidi.
Ooh, that's a strong answer.
Wait, but she's. Oh, okay.
I mean, you could do Friends.
Oh, all right, that's fair.
I never saw Friends.
Oh, wow.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, never watched an episode.
That's my dad's favorite, man. He's a fucking
Really?
Friends fanboy.
Friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say fanboy or femboy?
They had people at my work.
Fanboy.
They had people at my work literally crying when Matthew Perry was dying. When he
What?
Yeah, they were that upset. Like, yes. Like, the people at my work love them some Friends, man. I like Friends. I was like, Three's Company. Ooh, that's a good one. Somebody said
oh yeah.
Topanga, Boy Meets World.
Oh,
you could be
right. But you would have to be right. So you would have to be Topanga,
right?
And you pick so it only works if you picked whoever Corey's friend was.
Oh yeah.
And then you could say, okay, then I would choose Topanga. So yeah.
No, it's got to be. I mean, no. The answer is Don Knotts in Three's Company, and then you get Suzanne Summers.
Wow.
I mean, that's the answer.
We are old. So Thomas.
Don Knotts, Mr. Roper.
Yeah. Well, Don.
He's the wacky neighbor.
That's right.
Suzanne Summers. Are you kidding me?
That's right.
And by the way, I just want to say, San Antonio Saint, he was impressed how quickly I came up with Urkel and Mrs. Winslow. No, I haven't had that in the chamber for years and years. I'm just that quick and funny. I just want you to know that. I am just that quick and witty.
Not obnoxious at all.
I was about to say your wife says that.
That's my wife.
You are quick and you are funny.
Thomas, play the number one bullshit soundbite.
This is number one bullshit.
Again?
See, I'm faster.
Yeah.
Faster than soundbite.
This is number one.
I'm like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Khabib.
So, thanks to all the people who donated during the show. Thomas, give us a recap.
Yeah, amazing show, guys. Very funny. You made me cry.
Chat was A+ tonight.
Chat was fucking, goated. Thanks to everyone who donated. Thanks to Aldi Marino, to Jason Champagne, to Who Dat Golfer, to boy Alan.
Did the Duke boys have a wacky neighbor? I mean, I wouldn't. Daisy Duke. That would have been.
Come on, don't interrupt me, man. For fuck's
I
sake.
thought that was important. Daisy Duke would be important.
And to the MVP, I think for the first time ever, who is The one and only San Antonio Saints.
Thank you,
Congratulations
San Antonio.
with
Thank
60
you, San Antonio.
buckaroos.
And I wanna remind the winner to send Thomas what should we put on the whiteboard, because sometimes you don't send Thomas what you need.
You text me on Discord.
Text Thomas on Discord. This week, my son had to do it. He just wrote "believe," which was appropriate for this episode because I was giving people optimism, even if they don't have the optimism that I have. I believe in the 2024 Saints, even though they don't deserve it. I believe in them. But you message Thomas on Discord, and he'll tell me what to put on the whiteboard. You, as MVP, get to decide. So
interesting.
Just saying. So thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting Saints Happy Hour.
You're
Please.
You're welcome, people.
You're welcome. Dave was A+ tonight. The chat was amazing tonight. Go to saintshappyhour.com. Become a patron like Kyle did this week.
Kyle.
And support the show. We can't do it without you guys. Thanks to everybody who does support the show. Thanks to Dave, Andrew, Kevin,
the new pooper. Kevin, the new pooper. New guy that poops.
Kevin wrecked the toilet tonight. And Thomas, the best producer on earth, running the show.
We need
back
money
and
for a new
forward.
toilet, man.
I'm off the hook. I am
Right.
off the hook.
Remember, kids, if you're going to support a Saints podcast, you ought to support the one that poops during the show. And until next week, the bar is closed.
Jesus.